So welcome back to semi-final Saturday here in Kumamoto, the Kumamoto Masters. It is a Super 500 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Now, the second of the men's singles semi-finals, and it features the Olympic champion, Viktor Axelsen, the world #1, up against a player who's caused a sensation this week, the qualifier, Takuma Obayashi. As far as the men's singles draw was concerned, we only started with 7 seeds, but we were down to 3 seeds by quarter-final stage. 5 different nationalities, but look at that. 3 players at quarter-final from Japan, 2 from Denmark, but 4 different flags next to the 4 players in the semi-finals. And that's always terrific to see. So, Xiu Qi has defeated Cho Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, who will join Xiu Qi in tomorrow's final. Well, this is a fairy tale for this young man, Takuma Obayashi. He's only playing in his 2nd ever World Tour tournament. His first at 500 level. And he's up against the man who's the most successful men's singles player in the history of the World Tour, having won 21 World Tour titles. It's a tall ask for Obayashi, but extraordinary things have happened this week in Kumamoto. Not surprising that this is a first meeting between these 2 players. Look at the height difference. My goodness me, the tall Dane.
Right or black?
6'4" he is.
Right for you.
And there's a muttering from the crowd because I think they notice the height difference too. Well, he's won the toss of the coin as the Olympic champion, and he's chosen to start the far end of the court. He always chooses ends if he wins the toss of the coin, because there's always a slight difference. There's always a drift in these big arenas. Natural airflow and air currents, warm air rises, and with all the fans in, there's bound to be a slight movement of the air, and therefore a bit of a drift created. He's 29 years of age now, the Olympic champion and 2-time former world champion. Current world #1, he's enjoying his 154th week in total as world #1. Born in Odense, which is where we have the Denmark Open. And when we look at his results, my goodness, he's struggled, hasn't he, in his last 2 matches. Beat the silver medalist from the Southeast Asian Games, Wodoyo, in the first round. Then the silver medalist from the Commonwealth Games, NC Yong, came from a game down there, as indeed he had to do against Jonathan Christie, the Asian Games gold medalist from 2018. So, coming back from injury, he hasn't had it all his own way, the tall Dane. But this man has been a revelation this week, Takuma Obayashi. From Fukui, and 169, that's about 5'6½". No wonder there were gasps from the crowd when the 2 men shook hands before the toss of the coin. His ranking 1 place down from his career high of 36, but he will go up to a new career high after this week in Kumamoto. Of course, he's played 2 qualifying rounds to get through to the main draw. And in the main draw, he played against Wang Chalon, the World Championship bronze medalist from 2019, and then the left-hander from Chinese Taipei, Lin Chun-yi. And then the quarterfinal yesterday, the 3-time World Championship medalist, Anders Antonsen. So he's been on court, if you tot all those times up, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Whereas his opponent, Viktor Axelsen, has only been on court for 2 hours, 47 minutes. Our umpire for this one from China, and our service judge from Chinese Taipei. Yeah, not quite quite like the Indonesian fans who cheer all of the shadow badminton that the players perform just before the start of a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Obayashi Takuma, Japan. And on my left, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. Obayashi Takuma to serve, level, play.
So the qualifier, Takuma Obayashi, getting this semi-final underway against the Olympic champion, Viktor Axelsen. It's the first time that I've ever seen Obayashi this week. I've been following some of his results. He's won 4 finals this year, winning 3 titles, the Vietnam International Challenger, the Saipan International Challenger, and the Indonesian Masters in Surabaya. That was a 100 event. Also reached the final in Vietnam. But it's the first time I've seen him play, and he's a quick player. As Viktor Axelsen is finding out in this rally. All strings have gone in Axelsen's bracket.
Over.
The only previous HSBC BWF World Tour event that this man has played, Obayashi, was the US Open 300 event. Earlier this year, he lost in the quarterfinal to Kumamoto, who is now the world champion, and Wiedersahn went on to reach the final at the US Open. Yeah, it's been a heavy week of play for this man. Look at all the bandaging on his both knees, but especially the left knee.
1-0.
Well, he is the first qualifier to reach a semi-final of a World Tour event this year since Christian Nadinata reached the semi-final of the Malaysian Masters 500 event. There's also been a player who was promoted from the qualifier to reach the semi-final of the men's singles World Tour event this year. And would you believe it, it was the man who's awaiting the winner of this semi-final in tomorrow's final, because Shiyu Chi was promoted from the qualifying to reach the semi-final of the Indonesian Masters earlier this year. Well, had a rotten time during the European leg of the World Tour, did Axelsen. Had to withdraw from his home events. He had pain in his left leg or foot after his first round win, so gave a walkover in the second round to Lee Si-ja, who went on to reach the final.
4-2.
And he pulled out in the first round of the French Open the following week with a back injury. Often happens, a player trying to protect one injury then moves awkwardly and creates another injury. Beautiful. Apologises for the neck cord.
5-2.
Look at that, that's just delightful. Yeah. Steepness of the attack from Axelsen. The half smash, first of all, forces a short lift, and then the acute angle across court.
Thank you.
Six finals already for Axelsen this year, winning 5 titles. 3 Super 1000 titles this year. Now he's done it again. The acute angle cross courts. This, incidentally, is only the second Super 500 event that Axelsen has played so far this year. The first, the Hong Kong Open, he lost in the very first round to a man promoted from the reserve list. Lee Che-Hu. How? Time he misses with that cross-court angled shot.
3-8.
Brilliant, utterly brilliant from Axelsen. Totally deceiving Obayashi.
9-3. Thank you.
Great skill.
Best.
Well, at the moment, he's only 7 on the race to the World Tour finals, is Viktor Axelsen. But he's guaranteed his place at the end of year finale to take place in Hangzhou, second week of December. He's guaranteed his place after his quarter-final victory yesterday.
Service over. 10-3.
Brilliant. How many has he hit cross-court? 3 or 4 at that time, going straight down the line, mixing it up, keeping his opponent guessing. Clever, clever play. That wasn't full power. That was all about placement and angle. 11-3, the advantage at mid-game interval for the Olympic champion, Viktor Axelsen.
Nej, og sådan er angrebet, og jeg er højt på net. Så maskering eller kryds, eller får mod løb.
What do you think? What do you think?
So
11-3.
Yeah, umpire just confirming 11-3. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Just missed it.
Service over.
Hour and 14 minutes
11.
he was on court yesterday. Obayashi to beat Hannes Antonsen. 21-12 in the deciding game. Whereas Viktor Axelsen was on court for only 2 minutes less in beating Jonathan Christie.
Service over. 12-4.
Oh my goodness. Some of those shots indicating Viktor Axelsen is full of confidence. Brilliant.
13-4.
I'm pretty certain Obayashi isn't used to playing such a tall opponent. I wonder if he's ever played such a tall opponent. Because he's just not getting the shuttle over the Dane's head. Oh, that was going wide, wasn't it? Yeah, he's toying with his opponent at the moment, is Viktor Axelsen.
14-4.
Looks to be in absolute total control. Hitting winners at will. Brilliant. The acute angle on the attacking play. And then the calmness when he storms forward to the net just to guide the shuttle into the open space across court. Yeah, he just cannot read which direction the smash is going to come, Obayashi.
16-4.
Watch his movement. Oh, we don't see it. But he was absolutely stationary. He didn't react to that smash down his backhand side at all. Strings have gone in Axelsen's racket. I think he's considering running off court to change it. He was considering it. I've seen him do that before, you know. He's the only singles player I think I've ever seen who has run off to change his racket in the middle of a rally. But I think the kicked boxes are a little far from the edge of the court here. Yeah, just confirming that it is a new shuttle. Players need to know that because a new shuttle is a faster shuttle. Before the feathers of the shuttlecock get ruffled, the shuttle flies a little bit crisper. That's well left.
Service over, 17-6.
Missed it.
Service over, 7-17.
Back the net cord. Yeah, ran out of patience, ran out of ideas. Obayashi.
19-7.
Two points away from the opening game.
7. Thank you.
Long of the back line, and a whole host of game point opportunities for Viktor Axelsen.
Game.
Opening game, 21-7.
Okay, 1-5 Viktor Axelsen, 21-7.
19 minutes for the opening game. And he looked in total control. In his earlier matches, he looked as if he was only just getting back his confidence, but my goodness, he's oozing confidence now. 21-7 in 19 minutes.
Så du ikke ligger og spiller flat ud over nu, og han kommer ind i det? Det er fordi, han ligger, og det hænder han usikker på at slå, fordi... Bare du får bue på. Du skal få bue på. Altså, det er lidt der, som du ikke snakker om før, det der med det. Så er tegningen der til. Så bue på, hvis du vender over ham, og så står du bare ordentligt på det. Og så hvis jeg er højt på den, så tænk de der dobbelt kvarttryk ud i...
Second game. Level. Play.
So one game to the good, the world #1 Viktor Axelsen against the qualifier Takuma Obayashi.
Service over. 1-love.
Oh, I'd love to know what the Japanese coaches said to this man. Because quite frankly, he was outplayed in the opening game. What strategy have they come up with in this second game?
Love.
Nice net exchange. They probably asked Obayashi to be a little more aggressive and take more initiative within the rally. Certainly that's what it looks like so far to me. Well, our umpire not allowing Obayashi to go and towel down. Umpire Su Xiaofeng of China. I think Obayashi has to try as much as possible to keep the shuttle going in and down the direction, because he simply is not dealing with the attacking play of Axelsen. Mind you, there's not many players that do deal with the attacking play of Axelsen. Stood his ground at the net, Obayashi. And that was a wise and brave thing to do. Came off the frame of the rack and immediately apologises.
So it's over 3-all.
Once the court mocked Axelsen.
Thank you.
Did you see where Axelsen stood his ground in the latter stages of this rally? Look where his feet are. It was almost on the front service line. Talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Yeah.
5-3.
Not reading it at all. One down the forehand side, then Axelsen switches it to attack the backhand side of Obayashi. It's wide of the mark.
6-3. Viktor.
Well, this young man, Obayashi, is Japan's last hope of home player on show on finals day tomorrow. Just turns that racket at the last moment to play that cross-court Axelsen. See if you can watch the racket head. Look at that. It's sort of like a... I think the Danes describe it as a windscreen wiper shot. So it's sort of going across the flight path of the shuttle. Putting reverse slice on the shuttle. Creating the angle. It's absolutely superb. 5 straight points.
8-3.
6 straight points for an 8-3 advantage. Good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-3. Takuma. Get out.
Obayashi just doesn't know how he can win the points. Well, that's how it looks to me. He's tried attacking. That hasn't really worked. Certainly defending. He's not going to win in the game. It's going wide. Yeah, the run of points comes to an end at 7. Well, 7 straight points has meant that Axelsen is in a very, very commanding position. Look where Axelsen was standing again. Yeah, this time it was Obayashi that stepped forward as soon as he saw that Axelsen was taking the shuttle late at the back of the court, playing the backhand. Obayashi was on that front service line, ready to pounce. It's got to be a perfect net shot. If Axelsen is standing at the net. It's a dilemma, though, for Obayashi, because he doesn't want to lift it. That's dangerous, too. Obayashi twisting turn. Yeah. Oh, that's an odd reaction when you're a game and an 11-5 up from Axelsen. Urging himself on. Looks to be in control, sir. 11-5, second game.
De der tryk, de bider overhovedet ikke. Jamen over ham igen, det skal bare... Det er lige meget, hvor de bliver oversvinger ligger. Når du har slået en gang, og han kontraløfter, og så slår samtidig.
So it's now or never as far as Takuma Obayashi is concerned. He's got to solve the puzzle. How do you win points against Axelsen?
11-5. Play. Service over. 6-11.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we often talk about the advantages of smashing towards the right hip of a right-hander. That was a perfect example. Don't know whether to defend forehand or backhand. You get in a complete muddle. There's something bothering Axelsen. Why the overt celebrations?
Thank you.
I hope it's not a recurrence of one of those injury problems he had last month. Amazing get from Axelsen. Indecision costing him dear. It was clearly in.
7-13.
Mistimed shot. Wasn't ready in position, that's why.
14-7.
Another misjudgment in the deep forehand corner from Axelsen.
8-14.
String's gone. And all of a sudden, there's a belief that perhaps Obayashi can get back into this. All started with some strange celebrations from Viktor Axelsen.
Meget mere i stængerne lige her på den sidste her. Det var flot.
certainly, I think something is bothering Axelsen. Was he a little overconfident? Yeah, clearly right. But he's let his opponent back in. Oh, another roll. Seven-point advantage at the mid-game interval. 6-point advantage, I do apologise. Nice. 7-point advantage when he was 14-7 up.
15-11. Ball. 16-11.
Challenging that, yes. That was close. First challenge of this second men's singles semi-final. Yeah, it's a great challenge. Plum on the line.
Question is 17-11. Play.
Reverse slice from around the head position, angled across court, and Axelsen once again back in control. But I hope we see a lot more. I know the game and the match isn't over yet, but I do hope we see a lot more of Obayashi in the future. If his ranking goes up to within the top 32, then he will get an automatic entry into the elite tier of World Tour tournaments.
Service over 12, like me.
Nice.
13-18. Thank you. Service over. 19-13.
2 points away from the final. What will be his first final since winning the China Open Super 1000 event. Wow. Match point opportunities.
20, match point.
7 of them
13.
to reach a 7th final of the year for Viktor Axelsen. First time of asking 21-7, 21-13 for the Olympic champion Viktor Axelsen. And indeed it is the 7th final of the year for this Dane. 47 minutes for his victory. And there was a moment in the second game there where Obayashi looked as if he might just threaten when he caught back up to 11-14. But at that moment, Axelsen just piled on the pressure once again.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you. Very good performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. The Japanese coach is just congratulating Axelsen. Back from injury and back in finals. China Open in September. So it's been a couple of months since he's been in a final, when he'll contest the final against Shi Yuqi tomorrow after his victory 21-7, 21-13 over the qualifier Takuma Obayashi. Well, just one more semi-final to come today, and it's the second of the men's doubles semi-finals. On Yusin and Teo Yi, the number 8 seeds from Malaysia, the silver medalists at the Asian Championships this year, up against Liu Yuchen and Yu Xuanyi of China. Welcome back to Kumamoto.